Assalamu alaikum friends, my name is Farmanullah and I am senior software engineer GoLang and Android. I have wrote recently an article about REST API using Gin and MongoDB. So I received a lot of messages that how to use and how you have structured the project. So I am not going to teach you coding, but I will give you a quick overview that how you can connect MongoDB with the GoLang. Prerequisites are I am supposing that you are already familiar with the advanced concept of GoLang and you already know about the Gin API. So first of all, what we want to do, three operations. I am doing it because to clarify the code and first the simplicity. We will do insert a book in MongoDB. We will get a book details by name and will list all the books from the MongoDB database. So for the simplicity, I have divided the project into three major parts. First, we will create a model which will be equivalent to a table. Second, we will create another file which will contain the database connectivity and its related queries. Third, we will create handlers for Gin API. So let's see it in practical. Here is the folder structure of the GoLang. This structure is called package oriented pattern. So the benefits of this structure is to separate of concern and keep the code clear. Here is the folder which contains main program. We will run here our main program. Second, this is the database and this file contains all operations related to the database. Here is the model. So first let's start from the model. There will be an object which will contain fields of ID, name and price. Okay, you should already familiar with the structure and JSON metadata. Next, we come to the database file. Here I am again separating two concepts. First, we will create a client. Then further, we will get the client and use in collections. Collections are some kind of tables. So our database name will be books and our collection our database name will be bookshop and our collection name will be books. This is the separate part and I have used singleton pattern, so this will avoid to create multiple instances. This is the disconnect function, and when our application will be closed, the database will be disconnected, and it is in best practices. So here are three queries: list books. Here we get a client, then further use this object in get collections. So here we have got our collection object. Now we will query through our collection table. Here we want to list all the book items. We in return get an error and cursor object. We traverse through cursor object and append all the book items in our book slice. Next, we want to find a book. This is the same to the list. This is the same to the find and a list all query. Okay, let's see. This is the same to list all books, but in find we pass filter. You can find the details about all related queries of MongoDB. Here I am searching the its GitHub repository, MongoDB GitHub. Okay, I have forgotten the GoLang keyword. Here you will find all the queries and its usage details. Okay, let's come back to the code. Next, we want to create an instance of the book. So here we get a book object. Book object is further manipulated, and we want to made MongoDB ready object. So here we want to create a random ID which will be compatible with the MongoDB ID. So here we are assigning book name and price. This is the query of MongoDB to post a book. Here we get error and result. If there is no error, it will return the ID of the inserted item. Okay, let's I want to give again a quick overview. I have separated the core concepts of this database file in two sections. First, get a client, then using the same client object to get collection, and the second part is queries. You can find all these queries in GitHub. So finally we want to use these queries in our gin routes. Here we have created three handlers functions, and in this first list books is using the list books function of the database, and similar create book is also using the database create book, but here we are using cbind.json to get the request from the user, and last find the book. And let's see how we are using these functions in related queries. First we are using, okay, there I am using a URL which is responsible for the connectivity with the MongoDB. Here is the variable name. We are using environment variables to load this variable, so you can use you can use a library to load this variable from the environment variables. Let's see, I am using Joho. Okay, you can find details there about the Joho go.env variable and how to use it. I am not mentioning it because it is too easy. So let's go back to the main function. I am getting the URL. URL is passed and fetched by the database, and here are these functions. Now let's see practical example. I am running this program. Okay, let's run the program. cmd main equal. The program is running, and now I am checking through Postman application. First we will list all the books from MongoDB. the request is being sent to the MongoDB server. Now let's see, this is the response from the MongoDB server, and obtained a list of items in JSON format. Now search for a book. Now you can see the searched item of the book, and in last we will post and save a book in the Mongo database. Here I am using the JSON request. Remember, you have to while posting the request, you have to select the JSON type. I am changing the name of the book and press send button, and it will return the inserted item ID as a response in JSON. Okay, let's see, this is the ID. Okay, I am not elaborating or explaining and do not go in details. You can find all the details and documentation in this blog. Okay, thank you.